legends that, again, you know it. Rich was hitting us with work when that thing happened. Pause. And we lost money on that, and I was there at the wake and the funeral, not the funeral, the wake, and Jay Black, was his lieutenant. So we were there. We used to, my man Rel, we used to race him. We used to pull up on Rich, and Rel would race him and shit.
Oh, word? Yeah, but that's why Rel drove like he crazy. Rich drove like he was crazy.
Crazy.
Rich was crazy with the steering wheel. Anything they said.
But Rel could drive. Jersey Bob could drive.
Darian I was into that type of drive. I didn't want to kill my drive. I'm like, I get what I gotta get.
I never used to drive. I used to have cars. I used to let everybody else drive. I hated driving.
Yeah, you told the kid, hey, drive. You didn't care about driving. This one time I'm gonna bring about. If there any way down the line you would sit with Jim Jones and squash the beef?
Pause.
I
don't have no beef with Jim Jones. If I had first of all, if I got a beef with somebody, we're not talking about it on that's not what we're doing.
Social media, yeah, we don't. Okay,
we don't do like to me, nothing has happened that is unresolvable. And again, you got to lead by example. So unless you snitching or molesting children or raping, I can get over most things. Okay. Other than that, like those are the things where there's no gray area. I ain't messing with you.
Okay.
And if any of those boxes are checked, then there is no chance. If none of those boxes are checked, then yeah, again, we grew up together. I don't have no beef with anybody. Pause. Especially, also Civil War is the corniest shit in the world. And the only people that gain are the people watching, laughing at us. You understand what I'm saying? Watching us, a family fight, nobody wins because you really, how could you lose love for people that you really, truly cared about? So I don't want to see nothing happen bad to anybody, but that means I can't do nothing bad to anybody. So what are we talking about? Just squash it and move on. Pause.
Yep.
Amen. But I ain't got no beef with nobody.
Okay, cool. Ronald Harmon, Dame Dash, love you, brother. You my hero. I look up to you since day one. I was 14. I'm 39 years old now. I'm still following you, and I still respect you. I take off my hat to you. Because then did you did a lot for people, not for me. I tried to ask you to help me once before, but it never happened. I shook your hand one time. We was in New York. That was like a couple of years ago, but you're still my idol. I'm still rocking with you. I don't give a F or nobody still. You my hero.
Appreciate that. Sometimes it's hard to help other people when you're trying to help yourself. So, most of the time, what I try to explain to people is, yeah, you got ideas, but I'm really invested in my own right now. And it's hard for me to stop focusing on what I'm doing to start on your dream. And I don't know, you haven't really, we haven't had any exchange or there's no reason for me to have a vested interest in people at times. So, that's what that is.
Dan, you talking about the lawyers, but can people look at the invoice end of the month and say, I'm not paying for that, I'm not paying for that, I'm not paying for that?
After they do the work, they want the money. So most of the time, lawyers don't tell you why they're charging you. They tell you after they charge you. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So for me, almost every lawyer I have, I say, send me the bill at the end of the month. None of them will do it. They will not do it. They always send you the bill after the work is done, so you have no choice but to pay it. And then if you have a discrepancy, you go to what's called arbitration, and the judge is basically an ex-lawyer. So it's like you fight a lawyer amongst lawyers. They got an unwritten law to look out for each other. So the lawyers are what mess everything up. Point I was making is a lot of the press and the bull that's going on with this trial is because the lawyers are playing. The lawyers are playing. When they see a young black man that has a problem that got money, they're like, whether you did it or not, I'm going to get paid. There's no reason for this case to end because then I will stop getting paid. That's why lawyers look at things. And lawyers know the law where most people don't. And bad lawyers take advantage of the law to harass people. So that's how I look allegedly. I say allegedly because Chris Brown, the lawyer, completely is trying to harass me by trying to collect money, knowing that there's people in front of him. So he can't collect it, but he still wants things to go to auction, knowing he won't get $1. What would be the purpose of doing that other than to harass? So that's an example, allegedly, of lawyers doing that.
But how can somebody? Well, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to get you. Anyway, I'll move forward. So I'm gonna say something. You're gonna start laughing. Be fly or get flown over. Where that come from, Dane?
I ain't gonna lie. Bam, just he's in the presence of fresh. So when he came through, saw the gear, he understands. That's my mentality is being fly, and that's what it inspired him. It made Bam paint something that said "Be fly, get flown over," and I like that.
You got the picture with you? You got the frame? You got the picture, or you took it with him? The one that you had.
He made it for me. I
got show it to the peoples, man.
Where's that painting at? It's on the. I'm gonna get Bam up to get on this one day, but I ain't gonna hold you. I'll get it, but I ain't gonna hold you. We went to the skate park, and I bust my ass. You know how Mike Tyson fell on the hoverboard thing on his back? Yeah. I felt like that. I caught air, but it landed on my hip and my elbow. I was my organs moved. I couldn't move. Like I had to catch a breath for about 30 minutes. And then I caught a reaction. My blood sugar went down.
Jesus.
And it was the coldest day Florida ever seen that day. So I'm not getting on that. I think it was to teach me to maybe keep Baby Dusko off that skateboard or be real careful with him on it. That shit could have been bad if I didn't know how to fall. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, let me get it for you. Pause. Damon Bigface, salute from Chicago. Thank you, man. Salute, my brother. Thank you.
Chicago in the building.
Yes.
We got a lot of brothers in Chicago.
Yes.
Jails in there to make sure they treat the kids a little better. I got to call my man. That's the principal.
Dane, thanks for getting us all Price's Game of the Daily. Inspire us all. Download America New.
Appreciate that. And I'm glad that because I didn't want the show Bosses Take Losses to be so much about other people and talking about current affairs all day. I really wanted to be about teaching people business that they don't understand, things that I went through, so they don't make the same mistakes as me. So regardless to what, when I do these talks, I make sure I clip them up and make sure they get distributed properly so people get the message. And I'm glad a lot of people pause are receiving it. So can we play one of the other clips? So I'm gonna just give you which one. Which one you got?
Go to email.
Which record?
I just realized.
All right, let me play a little bit. I'm gonna play. This ain't the video. This is just what I call a visualizer.